which one signed it? Is Hanson a lieutenant?
He's a captain.
He's a captain? Okay. Well, I want to deal with a lieutenant or a captain because you have a captain who forged a judge's signature, so I want somebody above him.
Okay. Just dealing with what I was talking to you about the other day.
No, it's not about the harassment charge, no.
Alrighty.
This is about the ongoing investigation, the one where they're trying to get people stalking. It's about my phone.
She came in here to get her phone.
Okay, I'm not aware of that one.
Yeah.
She came in here to get her phones because you guys took her phones. How long has it been?
So I'll see what I can do, but I can't guarantee that one of them is going to be available for you right now.
Okay, well, she has the right to file a complaint. You guys don't have the authority to deny her
Yeah,
filing.
there should be the deal on the window there for you guys to scan, and you can file whatever paperwork you need to do that at.
Deal with someone, because when you have an officer forging a judge's signature, that's a crime, and it's serious, and it's got to be dealt with. Okay, you guys have broken her Fourth Amendment right. She's not had her phone for over 3 weeks.
You're getting more in depth with me than.
Please don't interrupt me.
I'm not going to be talked over either. So
Well, you're talking over me.
I've dealt with her. I get along perfectly with Stephanie.
Bring your supervisor out.
So I already told you I can get you a sergeant or a lieutenant
I'll
down here.
take
So
someone over
if
you.
that's what you want, then that's
You're
what we
still
can do.
talking over me, so I appreciate it.
Because you won't let me finish what I'm saying.
I don't want to listen to what you have to say.
I don't want to listen to what you have to say either. So it's all right. So.
So then he's going to go and tell people not to talk to me. I want to fast forward because he says don't talk to me.
It's all right. So.
Don't even speak up.
So right there is where he told his superior not to talk to me. And then he goes to the back. You can see the window right there. And he instructs people not to talk to me because it's weird. He covers up his body cam and mutes his audio because he's letting them know to not talk to me after he's seen me go to the dispatch window. So to say that I went there with the intention to harass Brian Hitchcock when I was there helping a person who contacted me to go with her to the police department regarding something that the police did to her, that's why I was there. I went there to help somebody. I did not go there to have any doing with Brian Hitchcock or the dispatch window the way that they're putting it out to be on my paper. And on the paperwork, they're saying that I am being charged with a third-degree harassment, Section 4, and Section 4 doesn't even meet the criteria of what my behavior did. So it's highly confusing that the dispatch department, when I got my FOIA request back, they don't have recordings back there. They don't have audio back there to pick up on how they were talking to me. And they don't have audio out in the lobby, but we're trying to charge somebody and make accusations based off things that other people are saying. So I just find it interesting that the dispatch window, they would not have audio out in that lobby to protect people that come in there. I just find it odd. This is Officer Timothy Hopwood, February 10th, 2025, and this is at 16:18 p.m. So then he goes out there, talks to them, or whoever he's dealing with in the back, and then he comes back out to the lobby and tries to piss me off even more by dealing with Stephanie, and he's decided that he's going to ignore every word that comes out of my mouth to try and get a reaction. So rather than defuse the situation, he allows me to become more angry, and then he refers to me as that. I'm going to fast forward to when he calls me that, and you'll see him do it with his hands.
Tuesday before. Anyway, I came down here, and before I went up to court, I went over to the window and I asked. It had been a week and 3 days since they took my phones, and I hadn't gotten a warrant yet, got served a warrant yet. So I just asked if I could get that warrant for my phones. Well, the little gal, the secretary or whatever, she got a hold of the lady who's in charge of the evidence room or whatever. Or,
Brandy.
yeah, and real sweet girl, very nice. She's like, if she comes to the window and she's like, can I help you? And I said, yeah, I'd just like the warrant or my phone's back, please. And she's like, well, I can't give you your phones back, but I can go try to figure out where this warrant is. Me and my friend Amy, we literally watched her go in, like, turn around from the window and go that way through this door. And she come back out with a piece of paper in her hand, walked over to Steve Hansen's desk, which was right over in the corner, and he signed this warrant. Signed this
Make sure
piece
you
of
have your
paper.
body cam on too, please.
He signed this piece of paper right here, like this. And then she went to the copy machine that sits right here, copied it, and brought me this. And brought me the copy of it. And I thought, that's awfully strange. I didn't know that an officer could sign off on a judge's signature. And if you...
So see, guys, they put all these words in my mouth that I make these things up. This is a complete different stranger from Accountability for All who reached out to me. Her and her friend watched an officer attempt to sign a judge's signature. And I will know later on the judge denied the whole thing. So it's just interesting. This just goes to show that there's a lot more inner working than what is being transparent with the public. Like I said, the day that I went in there, it's funny because I just got my FOIA request back from the Sheriff's Department on May 10th. And on the video cartridge that they gave me a note. If you look at the previous videos, it says that there's no audio and video recording behind the dispatch window, and there's no audio out in the day room. So this area where we're sitting, it has surveillance, but there's no audio. So when someone from behind the window is antagonizing and being disrespectful to people in the lobby, how are people supposed to protect themselves when they have no audio? Anybody behind that window can say, oh, well, Joe Schmo did this, and then the Fort Dodge Webster County is going to try and put charges on them. I find it interesting. Let me continue.
Look, he didn't even spell Kirsten's name all the way out, Judge Kirsten's name. And then, but I've just been stewing on this and asking around, and then later on that evening, Officer Morris brought me this copy.
Okay.
So I'm going to pause this real quick. I'm going to fast forward to where Officer Hopkins refers to me as that, and he literally points at me, and this is when I lost my cool.
Right?
What's your guys'
I mean, honestly, am I right? I mean, I'm not saying
I'm
I'm
not
right,
sure
but I'm
if she
saying
had
that.
that exact piece of paper,
it
I
was
wasn't
this way.
present.
It
Let me
was
ask him a question.
So-
What's your guys' policy on taking people's phones? Do you guys have the right to take someone's property for 3 weeks without no warrant?
No, I
We
got
can
the
seize
warrant.
property and then
You
we
guys
can
can
do the
seize,
warrant.
but you know the Fourth Amendment right, illegal search and seizure, you guys have to give somebody a warrant within a reasonable time frame. Do you think that 3 weeks is considered reasonable? And the fact
It
that she
depends
came
on what
in
we
here
all have
and watched
going on.
another officer
So-
sign a judge's
But
signature,
as
that's
for
fraud.
that,
That's,
I mean, I can't sit there and say that he signed that or not,
Yeah, you're right,
That's
right.
what I can't sit there and say
You're
that
right.
he didn't
But
do
I
that.
just know what I seen.
And that's what
but
you're
What I would
not
venture to
gonna
guess
either.
is that he signed off on like a release of some kind so they could get a copy of something.
always trying to defend the officers.
So that'd be my guess. I guess I don't really have any.
Why is
but
the
if
body
you do
camera
wanna-
turned on?
If you do want to file a complaint,
We're
you
gonna
know,
I
file
can do
one
that
against
window
you.
thing.
yeah,
That,
and then you know how to do it. But
right, yeah.
that's not.
Did you guys just see how he pointed his finger at me? He pointed his finger at me and referred to me as that. And this is where I lose my cool.
Helping you any, so
What's
I mean,
that?
I
it's
appreciate
just
you
making
being
it a little
kind
bit more
right now.
difficult
What's
than
that?
it needs to be. So
Are you calling me that?
But,
I'm sorry.
Who the hell are you calling that?
yeah.
Did
So,
you just refer to me as that?
hopefully that was helpful for you.
How about you go get your
Since it's your
captain? Because
issue
you know
and-
you're a racist fuck.
Yeah.
Go get somebody else. You're not going to refer to me as that.
So they're not going to come speak with you today.
Well, you know what? Don't ever refer to me as that.
Okay.
Do you understand me? And I will file a complaint against you. And why don't you have your camera on?
It's on.
Do you want to refer to me as that? Watch this.
I'm going to get out of here for now, okay?
Yeah, take your ass somewhere else. You racist fucker.
No problem. You have a good rest of the evening.
So guys, that's where I lost my cool because he referred to me as that. And then Doug Cook, the assistant county attorney, is trying to have me charged with harassment. And on the thing that they gave me for harassment, it said that I came into the LEC with the intentions to harass the man whose name I won't mention. How could I go in and harass somebody, number one, that I don't know? Number two, this is the video footage prior to the window to show that I was actually there with a person to deal with a situation that I was not there to harass the dispatch window. This man went behind the door and instructed somebody not to talk to me and then have the message passed on to the dispatch center. And it's just interesting because on the FOIA request that I got from the sheriff's office, the dispatch center does not have any recordings back there. They don't have audio behind the glass. And in the day room, they have the video, but they don't have any audio. So in other words, if a person is supposed to be innocent, proven innocent until proven guilty, how can you go off of what other people are saying? So anybody behind that window can call somebody a name, and then they just decide they want to pick sides. Oh no, Richard was doing this, Richard was doing that. And then our ignorant county attorney, Doug Cook, and yes, I said ignorant county attorney, maybe I'll get charged for saying that. Freedom of speech, sorry. But then we're going to try and have someone charged with third-degree harassment, and then we're going to put third-degree harassment with statute code 4, which does not even align with what the charge is. But this is the stuff that I'm talking about that Fort Dodge does that's wrong, crooked, and shady. I just wanted to get a closer video so that you guys could actually see what's going on, all right?